So welcome back. As you can see, we're slowly getting this piece of leg already unwrapped, which is, as you can see, it's incredibly tedious and incredibly boring, but we'll keep plowing through this and get this done as best as possible. So we have to see what is left for us and what we can do with the pieces and such. So the next one that makes sense to me is going to be this top piece right here. Cool, that's good. I'm going to hit U for unwrap, boom. Separate this to the side. Zoom in. Zoom in. Scale. Good, and then again, arrange all the pieces. L, 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 and L, and then take your piece right here, move it upwards, find a little place in your little cube. Good. And then this one right here is just an easy one, so U, unwrap, select it and move it, scale the size, boom. Scale it. Good enough. And then guess what comes next? Yes, you guessed it. L, 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 and L. Take your little piece right here, moving it into right orientation. So that's one of the things when it comes to unwrapping. Sometimes you have to figure out a strategy how to unwrap stuff because it's sometimes so complicated and so tedious that you, let's say, like for example, a while back I created a robot that had like about 35 different pieces and such. So I had two ways to go about when I unwrapped it. I could either, every time I model an element within the 3D program, I could right afterwards unwrap it and put it somewhere to the side so it's unwrapped, or I can wait until the whole mesh is done and unwrap the whole thing from start to finish. That's one of the things you guys are going to have to figure out when unwrapping, because again, the tedious part and arranging it is a pain in the ass. So you're gonna, how to unwrap things is going to be one of those things you're going to learn as you progress through your career. So let's see, what do we have left? I believe now we have some of these more little tinier elements, and to do that, let's go ahead and hide the cylinder right here so we can see what we're working with. So I'm going to just hit L on this, L, L, and L, and then if I do Shift H, it'll hide that for me. That's good. And then this is going to be the next piece right here. That's good, 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 good enough. You know what? We can include this one as well here because the angle is not so dramatic, so it should unwrap okay when I do it. So then I'm going to do U unwrap, and again, find my mesh within UV space and scale that. Good. And then we're going to do the same for these last ones and then rearrange it afterwards. Select these to the side. And as you can see, if stuff is mirrored like this, you could always unwrap it as one thing and then save yourself a lot of work. Like I did, take this, go to this side, and again, you guessed it, you're going to scale it. It's good, and then take each element, separate it a little bit to the side so they're not overlapping in any way, and this one right here, and again, U for unwrap, unwrap, it's nice, find it within the space right here, separate it a little bit to the side, and scale it. It's good. Get in there. See these little pieces maybe. See these right here, I have an idea it could be a little bit, slight a bit of adjustment, so I'm going to take these, select both of them and scale them a little bit more. And we are slowly getting through this, so bear with me. So then again, unwrap, separate this element downwards. And at this point, I've gotten lazy with my arranging everything in the right place, but so I'll leave that last part to the end. And again, scale this to the side, what's left. And this little part is left right here. As you can see, I'm getting all the symmetrical elements, unwrapping those so it's all uniform and I don't have to scale both of them twice. That's annoying. Waste too much time. And I'm going to go ahead and scale this again. Move this somewhere a little out of the way, and then take these two elements and separate these. Good. And now this one. Wrap. And I know the annoying part, like I've said this over and over, this seems incredibly tedious and incredibly time consuming, but if you don't do it right the first time and you get changes to your mesh and such, and you have to go and fix the texturing, you're going to hate yourself for not doing it correct the first time. So let's see, that one's done. This one could have the same wrap. And see these two right here. See, let's go ahead and grab all these and see if we can do it in one go. Wrap. Scale. And we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel finally. So let's see, take this one, select it all, scale. See, are we missing anything? Yes, we are, as you can see. So you know what, where's that one? Take it and separate it somewhere we can work with, and then this top one right here, wrap. And again, you guessed it, scale. And I believe we are, unless my eyes deceive me, finished with this. Let's go ahead and make sure there's nothing missing. As you can see, there's a hole in the mesh there, and it's because you don't see it on screen, so why do you need to have it? And there you go, I missed one piece. Unwrap. And again, you guessed it, scale. So, I believe that's the last piece. Maybe I'll see a new one soon, but that sounds pretty good to me. That has nice proportions. So then I'm going to go ahead and select all of this, and then we're going to do the final arrangement to have this little piece in one section. So selected, all's good. As you can see now I'm going to have to take all these other pieces that I was lazy about and move it into the right place. So I'll take this one, get it closer so I can see it all in one place. Oop, don't want that. There. There. Did I say this was a tedious process? I think I did. I don't know. I don't think I remember saying it. Let's see. So if you think this is bad for R2D2, wait until you get into more complex game models. This is just downright evil. All the time that you have to spend unwrapping something. You could actually sometimes, if depending on the complexity of the model, spend days unwrapping something, which is unfavorable, but in this occasion, that's why I chose R2D2, is because, of course, you have some of the cylindrical elements in R2D2 that are simple enough to make, but they have some more complex ones. So this is probably why I chose this character for you guys to model, to kind of give you an idea of how to do something that's a little simplistic, but also not a little more complicated as well. Because I could have you guys, for example, like model a vase or something like that, but that's not going to give you places where you have to do problem solving. So that's why I chose this little guy, and not to mention I love Star Wars. So again, double bonus. Slowly move all of this into the right places, and frankly I could be a little bit more meticulous, but at this point I'm tired and I just want to give you guys the quick and dirty of what I'm doing. So there you go. I have all the pieces now selected, and then the next thing, like you saw in the previous ones that I did, I'm going to go ahead and exit to object mode. I'm going to hit Alt H to show the rest of my body, and then again back into edit mode. As you can see, I missed something right here. I'm going to take this. Oh, this is my other one, sorry. So I'm going to take this one right here. L, 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 L. And as you can see, I accidentally have something that I should have unhidden, so I'll do Alt H, unhide that little cylindrical element. See? And as you can see, by taking that cylindrical element, I accidentally had some overlap, so we're going to go ahead and fix that, because that is really annoying. Just easier than to do this and move it to the side. So I'm feeling lazy, and then L, 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 bloody L. Take these, put them a little sideways here, take this one, put it inwards, and then you're probably going to find different little nooks and crannies where you can put this. Doesn't matter too much right now, I just needed to have some sort of separation when I unwrap this finally. Cool. And cool. Now I have everything all in one nice little place. And then now that I have that, then we're going to go ahead and scale all these elements so they match the rest of the body, more or less, to the best of your ability. See, as you can see now, kind of more or less the same. Put this to the side somewhere here, find it later. And with that, now we have another piece completed, and I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, and we're going to work on towards the final element and such.